A massive amount of time traveling finally brought Darcy and I over to Hong Kong, where we would chill out for a little while before we were picked up and sent over to the border crossing where we would cross from Hong Kong into mainland China. And of course, the city we were going to was Shenzhen. Now, the border crossing had a lot of security checkpoints. It took a long time to get through, and to be honest, I was a little bit scared because I don't quite look like my passport photo from 4 years ago. But nonetheless, we got through and eventually made it to the great city of Shenzhen, where a lot of the Chinese tech companies actually are housed now, which gives Shenzhen a very westernized look. It was a sprawling city full of all of their buildings, and it was actually pretty green with all of the lush trees.
So after a 14-hour flight from Los Angeles, some time in Hong Kong so that we could get ready for the transport to this particular city, we are finally in Shenzhen, China. And to cross a bridge from Hong Kong, and one of the ways that you can actually describe it is this is sort of becoming like the Silicon Valley of China. You have a lot of the startups coming up here, but also a lot of the companies have been moving out here, and Huawei is one of them. And they're the reason why we're actually here. Huawei was gracious enough to invite us over to Shenzhen and then over to Shanghai after this for us to take a look at their campus and all of the facilities that they have. And we will be able to get some insight into how they create their phones, what kind of strategies that they have, and we'll be able to talk to a lot of high-level people from Huawei and kind of pick their brains a little bit. But finally, we are here. This is technically our day one of this particular trip. I'm bringing you these vlog-style videos, so you get to see a little bit of what we are able to do. Media tours such as this are something that we hope to be able to do more often in 2015, and it does start with Huawei. And we're going to see how Shenzhen is, since a lot of the companies that we happen to know in the market, especially from this particular market, happen to be housed right here in this city. But Huawei are the ones that we are going to be spending time with, and today we're going to have a dinner with a few of their people. Tomorrow head over to Shanghai after we get a tour of the Shenzhen campus, and then I'll bring you some more from there.
A large group that consisted of Huawei's internal representatives, including PR, was joined by us, the US media, including people like Slashgear and Uber Gizmo. And then another group of UK media joined as well, including Gizmodo UK and Pocketland. But from there, we were able to get together with everybody and have dinner and talk about what was going to happen over the next few days. If there was one thing that was very clear to us, was that Huawei's representatives who were going to be handling us for the next few days were very hospitable. But of course, we would have a jam-packed next couple of days touring the headquarters and the campus and having interviews with a lot of high-level representatives. And of course, for us, Android Authority, the focus was on the devices. We have here pictured the Ascend Mate 7 and the Honor 6 Plus, of which we played with at the dinner, and I do have a full review of that coming very soon. So you can stay tuned for that, and for more of these vlog-style videos from the Huawei Media Tour, we will also have a few interviews from the high-level representatives that will be cut down into maybe 10 to 15-minute snippets from the 1-hour interviews that we were able to conduct with them as a group. And you can stay tuned for all of that over on the side. Go ahead and head on over to the next day of vlog-style videos from our tour with Huawei in Shenzhen, China, and then Shanghai.